Yeah. Motherfuckers out there be talking about starting from the bottom, starting with nothing. Ha! Y'all don't know shit. That don't compare to the struggle I had to go through. Y'all better recognize, motherfuckers. Cause me, I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. When everybody look at me, yo, they can tell that I'm a grown up. 6'1", facial hair with the coffee cup. People saying what's up when they see me on the block, cause they know I'm an adult and I know how to talk. But back in the day I couldn't talk, I was a baby. I didn't even know what English was, it sounds crazy. I couldn't even walk, my baby legs were way too weak. Look at me now, communicating on my 2 feet and eating solid foods whenever the fuck I want. Celery, broccoli, spaghetti, smoked meat, cheese and croissants. But y'all, when I was a newborn child, it wasn't this way. Breast milk was the only food my stomach could take, because I didn't have teeth, motherfucker, I couldn't chew. Bitch, look at me now, fucking biting into fresh fruit, saying fuck you to all the haters talking shit who say I was never a baby, I was born like this, bitch. Just because you see me sitting on a toilet don't mean I don't know what it's like to fill a diaper with a load of shit. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I drive to work every day to go make some dollar bills. The reason I can do this is cause I have basic motor skills, which I developed over time. But y'all, back in the day, this shit was way too complicated for my tiny baby brain. No comprehension of the concept of motorized transportation. Didn't even understand the concept of changing locations in the car seat, the stroller. Yo, I didn't give a fuck, just as long as when I cried I had a titty to suck. But I come a long way today, I drive my own car. As a baby I never thought I would make it this far. Contemplating the future was literally impossible. A dearth of empirical knowledge can be a huge obstacle. But being born a baby didn't stop me, I am not a quitter. I kept being alive, so over time my body got bigger. Life experience and education helped develop my brain. Look at me now, I'm a grown up, things done changed. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. Being a baby wasn't easy, but it made me who I am. If you were never a baby, well, you wouldn't understand. It sounds crazy, but before being a baby, I was split in half. Half in my mom, the other half was in my dad's nutsack. That's right, bitch, I even used to be microscopic. Shot out of my dad's dick into mom's uterus. 9 months later, I was sucking on my mom's tit. 30 years later, I recorded this fucking hit. Started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. I started as a baby, a tiny little baby. Now look at me, now look at me. Oh yeah, I'm getting paper. Shit, when I was a baby I didn't even know what paper was. I didn't even know that you could exchange it for goods and services. I didn't even know what goods and services were. What about you, MC Vagina? When I was a baby, I didn't even know that owning a lot of guns was the best thing you could do for safety. When I was a baby, I was so